Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Lioness Moon Intuitive Tarot. My name is Sarah. Today I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Libra for the third week of June 2025. I'll be doing a horseshoe spread today. I keep my readings really transparent so that you can see what I'm reading. I currently do not offer any courses on how to read the tarot, but if you are interested, I encourage you to learn. Let's see here. Just a second. We've got the Four of Cups wanting to come out before we start. So there may be something that you've been ignoring or somebody's been ignoring you. Somebody might be in their feelings. We'll find out if that comes out again. So yeah, I encourage you to learn the tarot if you are interested because it is a great tool to help with connecting to your higher intuitive self. So Libra, keep in mind this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you are indeed interested in having a personal reading done by me, the information on how to obtain that is in the description box below this video. All right, let's get started. We've got, in your past energy, we've got the King of Cups in reverse. That is court card for Scorpio. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. It looks like there was an energy of the King of Cups in reverse is an emotional manipulator. That could be anything. That could be somebody who tries to punish you by becoming emotionally withdrawn. It is a manipulative energy. So like I said, it's usually done for the purpose of punishing in some way or to get you to fulfill some sort of selfish agenda. Somebody could be trying to make you feel guilty for something. We will clarify that. The present energy, we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Cups in reverse is Jupiter in Pisces energy, and it's in reverse. So this could have something to do with feeling like there was something that you wanted to have fulfilled or some sort of wish that you thought that you may have thought that you had obtained some sort of wish and it has ended up being a big disappointment for you. Your potential future, we've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So you may be missing out on some sort of opportunity coming in here. So just be aware of that. The reason why I read tarot, by the way, and the reason why I encourage everyone to do that is because if you read for the purpose of understanding your timeline, you can navigate the timeline in a way that is beneficial for yourself. And sometimes you can jump timelines altogether, as long as we know what we're doing moving ahead. So your current energy here is the Fool in reverse. So you are potentially, so what I'm seeing here, especially with the Nine of Cups in reverse, there's something here that's showing up here, Libra, that you should already be able to see the consequences of your actions moving forward. And it could be because of this Nine of Cups energy. This has something to do with some sort of disappointment. There's something that you thought was a wish fulfillment that turned out to be a bit of a flop for you. And as a result of maybe staying in this energy or maybe trying to have a new beginning with somebody who's been in this energy, you may miss out on some other opportunity. Okay? So your obstacle is the Four of Pentacles. That is Sun in Capricorn. The Four of Pentacles is about holding on. So you're holding on to something. There's something this is your obstacle. You may be holding on to something or there may be a resistance to change. The Four of Pentacles is a very stubborn energy. Your advice is the Lovers in reverse. This is major for Gemini. The Lovers in reverse has to do with a disconnection and a love connection, and that is your advice. So we're going to have to clarify that to get more on that because this is just way too nebulous to be able to fully understand why that would be there in your advice. But it could have to do with separating. Spirit might be telling you it might be in your best interest to separate from an energy that's been very, very difficult for you. The potential outcome. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is court card for Capricorn. She is in reverse, showing up then that this might be something that you are not actually fully committed to, even if you think right now at the forefront of your consciousness that you are. The overall energy of this reading is the sun. There's something that's coming to light, and it could be something that's leading to your happiness here. And this is influenced by the Knight of Pentacles. Something's coming in slowly. Something's coming in slowly, but it does look like you may be potentially repeating a cycle here. I do see the Three of Swords in reverse. So I'm just going to say that if you were involved with somebody where there was something that drove a wedge between you and somebody else, in some cases, this could actually be an actual person. It could have been a third party, could be a third party of any kind, or some sort of situation that came between the two of you. It could be a romance though, but it looks like there's something coming in slowly towards you that whoever this is wants to overcome that energy. But it looks like you will be repeating a cycle here with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So let's get into this. Let's start clarifying and finding out what Spirit wants to say to you about this reading. We've got the King of Cups in reverse in your past. Why is the King of Cups in reverse? Why is the King of Cups here in reverse, Spirit? We've got the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, I'm just going to say Libra. Okay, this is Aquarius. All the kings in reverse for me are some form of narcissist. Now we've got the King of Swords in reverse. So we've got somebody here who's showing up as an emotional manipulator, somebody who tries to fulfill some sort of agenda by playing on your emotions. And I'm also seeing the King of Swords in reverse, who is also just an intellectual narcissist, somebody who thinks they know everything, a very arrogant energy, probably very difficult to be around. And as a result of being involved with this energy, you may have already missed an opportunity. It is showing up that whatever this is may be coming back in, but it's showing up that you're going to miss it again. There's some sort of opportunity that you missed because you were involved in this energy, if this resonates with you at all. Whatever this is something you may already intuitively know. We do see the High Priestess here. You intuitively know something, okay, is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing here that you intuitively know. You got involved with an energy here, and when you got involved with whoever this is, and I already stated what the energy was representing here with those two kings in reverse, that you had a difficult decision. There was something else that you could have moved towards here. So Spirit is telling you that if it's not at the forefront of your consciousness, try to really consider what this was. Because it looks like you had a difficult decision to make and you made it, and you may have made the wrong decision. Because it looks like the decision was made from a place of confusion with the Seven of Cups here. And whoever it is that you chose to have in your life is also showing up not only as those two kings in reverse, but I'm also seeing the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Page of Pentacles in reverse kind of represents this energy of, I don't want to take accountability for anything that I've done wrong because I don't want to get into trouble. It's very childish. I don't want to get into trouble for what I've done wrong, and so I will never actually admit to any of my wrongdoings. Therefore, I will never grow. So in your current energy, we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. So as a result of being involved with this energy, and it looked like when you first connected with whoever this was somebody who you really truly believed you wanted to be with. But it turned out to be a disappointment. So now we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse here? By the way, I just want to say, I always pull obstacle and advice in all of my readings. So I'm that reader who is actually looking at how to navigate through timelines that might be difficult. Okay, so I'm not really that fairy tale fortune teller, just because I know that I get comments about negativity, and it's just not what I specifically search for any navigating through problems is specifically what I do. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, and this is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there's something that you have already had the experience that proves that whatever this was something that didn't fulfill you. This was not the wish fulfillment that you had thought it would be. And it looks like right now you're potentially repeating this cycle again with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And that we did see that behind the Sun too, I believe. And the Six of Wands. It looks like you're going to potentially, whoever this is coming in. They want your attention. This person wants a commitment. This person wants to have a new beginning in love with you. If there has been any kind of falling out, this person, there's something unknown. There's something that was unknown that came to light, and this had to do with, there may have been some sort of strategy. Like the Seven of Swords is showing up. The Seven of Swords is I will make the appropriate moves that I need to make in order to defeat my opponent type energy. It is very much like I'm playing chess in this game of life type energy. So I'm getting here, it could be a deception though. There was some sort of potential deception that came to light. And it does look like this was so you may have been dealing with somebody who was wearing a mask. I'm just going to say it. Because often that moon, when it shows up, it does have something to do with somebody not showing you who they truly are. And it looks like in having been connected with this person, you got to see who they truly are, okay? Now, the thing is that if you're dealing with somebody who who has a bit of a narcissistic edge to them, I'm not saying that this person is necessarily egregious enough to be diagnosed a narcissist. But if they have that, you may be experiencing these ups and downs in your relationship where when things are really good, when they're good, they're really good. And when things are bad, they're horrid. So when things are really good, it's almost, even when things are, okay, so I'm just going to say, when things are bad, you want them to get back to the good. And so you may be in this energy, and that's why it's showing up as you are going to repeat a cycle here. It's almost like you want those good times again. And I'm seeing a very high potential for a new beginning in love with some sort of committed relationship here. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? We've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, just a second. I don't want to say anything. Oh, there's the King of Wands. There's somebody else here. Oh, gee. There's somebody, okay, I'm just going to say it, Libra. There's somebody else, there's already been a missed opportunity with whoever this is. This may be somebody you already know, you've known from before. And it's showing up that for a lot of you, this person was already somebody who you could have potentially developed something with. Okay. And you may have missed the opportunity because you were trying to develop something with this other energy that was kind of not showing you who they truly are. I'm seeing here that in the future, there is a potential that you can have a romantic connection with whoever this is. And who this is showing up as the King of Wands. Now, that is a very confident and attractive energy. This is somebody who you're very, very, very attracted to. By the way, Libra, I just want to also say, please don't get hung up on the genders here. This is a general reading. So please, if you feel like, please just don't get hung up on the genders. We are looking at a masculine card here, but that doesn't mean that I'm talking to a feminine right now. That could be a female. But whoever this is confident and attractive and somebody who is willing to actually romance you. But it looks like in order for you to embark upon this opportunity, you would have to drop somebody. It looks like you'd have to drop somebody here, and that's why you're going to potentially miss out. It looks like, so the Two of Wands is a cancellation of plans. You're not going to go through with this because there's some, here, I've got it, okay, here's what I've got, okay? There's some sort of comfort that you're feeling in this other energy. Could be a false comfort, but whatever this comfort is actually I'm getting that it's preventing you from having to go through the pain of loss. It's almost like, so what I'm getting here, Libra, is that whoever it is that you've been connected to that has not been this, it's been a bit of a difficult energy. Whoever this is that you've been connected to is still somebody who you care about a lot. Because obviously if that Five of Cups is showing up as being part of a fear thing for you, well, then obviously this person is somebody who you would have a heavy heart if you walked away. Why is the Fool in reverse? The Fool is in reverse. The Lovers, okay, so you've got a choice in love here, and it's in romantic love. And it looks like if you had plans, it's showing up that you have canceled plans. So for some of you, you had plans to move in a new direction, and it looks like those plans have been canceled, or they will be canceled because whoever this is has come back into your life. This energy that's been very difficult has come into your life. And it's looking like you're not really gaining the appropriate foresight that you need to gain in order to make take the steps inherent in having an actual new beginning, because it looks like you're repeating something that you should already be able to see the consequences of your actions before moving forward. So the Spirit's trying to say that if you feel like things were difficult with this energy and you're considering continuing to have this energy in your life, expect to continue having difficulties. Yeah, because it's showing up that, yes, this person wanted to reconcile with you or is reconciling with you and communicating with you, and it looks like that is showing up very clearly that it's almost showing up that you've already made the choice. You've made the choice and you're going to miss out on an opportunity with somebody else. Okay, so your challenge is the Four of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? The Four of Pentacles. The Emperor in reverse. Yeah, you're holding it. That's it. You're not changing. And there's the Death. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. We have 3 nines here in reverse. And the Five of Cups. So when I see the Emperor in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in your challenge, I am seeing an extremely controlling energy. The Emperor in reverse is a tyrant. This is somebody who wants to have complete and total control over your life. And it's looking like whoever this is that you've been connecting to, who you've had, it looks like for some of you this may have already been a long-term relationship, but for some of you it's not necessarily long-term. But this person is going to lead you to want to end this anyways. You're going to get over this fear that you have of loss with this person, and you're going to put an end to this. You're going to become single, and you're going to realize what it is that you really, really want, is what's showing up here. That is your challenge. Your challenge I'm just getting that you're being warned that this is a very controlling, oppressive connection. Why is the Lovers in reverse here? The Lovers in reverse is your advice. Yeah. So Spirit is telling you that you're being told right now that your best bet is to separate from this energy right now, because you have not gained the foresight as to how this is going to affect you moving forward. Because it is showing up that okay, so here's what I've got. When I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles in the upright and I see that the outcome is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I'm seeing that you are already in this nurturing and abundant energy. You're coming into this connection with the intention to give and be nurturing and loving and generous here. And you are going to potentially this person's going to turn you upside down. You're going to be turned into a completely different energy if you continue this, and it's showing up that you're not really considering. And now I'm seeing the Hermit. Spirit's telling you your advice is to actually be introspective and gain some sort of foresight as to how it is that this is going to affect your energy. And it's showing up that it's specifically affecting your ability to nurture and be generous and giving in a connection. Because it looks like this is going to cause some sort of fallout. I'm also getting here that for some of you, you're trying to make something work with somebody who doesn't know how to put the work into themselves in order to rectify this situation. So the outcome is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse for the outcome for Libra? The Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. We got the Five of Wands. Okay, just a second. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay, just a second. There's the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, I'm just going to warn you, Libra. Okay, I'm just going to warn you because the Queen of Wands in reverse is my self-love deficit disorder card, which obviously this could be what you are in the Queen of Pentacles energy right now. If you continue with this person, if a codependency is developed with this person being the way that it is, you are going to want to give up, is what's showing up here. And whoever this other opportunity is may end up enticing you while you are already in this connection. And then this puts you in this Queen of Wands in reverse energy, which is also a card of infidelity for me. Yeah, and then you're gonna let go of somebody. There's going to be conflict and competition. It could be specifically these two kings against each other because of the fact that you chose to try and make something work with an extremely oppressive energy that you're going to want to escape from. Because you're going to be stuck in the past. There's something about being stuck in the past. Okay, so there's some sort of plan. That's what I was seeing. There's some sort of plan that you're trying to make here, or you had tried to make and you canceled it. It could have been to move towards somebody else, okay? And you canceled it, and you may end up feeling like you may end up continuing to be stuck in the energy of feeling some level of regret about not following through with the plan that you were going to follow through on because somebody came in and derailed that plan for you. And it looks like you are going to potentially let go of this person, detach, and move towards somebody else. And it's going to be on a whim. And unfortunately, when you're already connected to somebody else and you're doing that, now you're getting yourself potentially involved in another codependency. And then that's when things go awry again. So let's take a look again at the overall energy of this reading. We've got the Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So what I'm getting here, Libra, is that over the course of time, in this, whatever this connection is that it looks like you've chosen, you're going to realize something about having repeated a cycle. Whatever this was that you were there was some sort of heartbreak that you were trying to get over, or this person wanted to try and get over. Maybe this person who you were connecting to knew about this other opportunity and that's why they came in. I'll tell you, a lot of times that is the reason why they're all of a sudden going to change for you, because somehow somebody else posed a threat to what they felt was theirs. So it does look like over time you are going to have a change of heart if you did choose to be with this oppressive, controlling energy. So Libra, that is your reading for the third week of June 2025. Thank you so much for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and until I read you again, take care and bless.